Welcome, I'm SD Kelly, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing how to make some faux candles, and also I'll be including a cute little mini village that I made from items I got at Dollar Tree. So I'm taking a wax pencil and I'm drawing on the smooth side of this chopping block. This chopping block comes in a package of 2 at Dollar Tree. And I'm drawing on the smooth side because the wax will wipe off easier. I'm going to paint on the rougher side because the paint will adhere better. So on the rough side of this chopping block, I use some painter's tape and just put a series of different shapes to resemble some stars, some windows, some doors. Then I took it outside to spray paint it. So I spray painted it gold so that the buildings would have a gold tone. And then I added some more painter's tape to make the rooftops. I curled this over to where it was going to overlap. And it's going to overlap about a 1/2 inch. And I wanted to make sure the rooftops lined up. For the bottom part of the buildings, I just used a scrap piece of construction paper. I spray painted the top part dark. And I only do like a very thin 1-layer coat of paint because I want some of the light to shine through. So I added some more painter's tape to just kind of have an idea where I want some more foreground rooftops to be. Fast away, the old year passes. And I took a Q-tip with some white chalk paint and just started to cover it with snow. Now this Velcro strip, it's adhesive on both sides. And I didn't need it to be 1 inch wide, I just needed it to be a 1/2 inch wide. And I didn't put the Velcro all the way to the top because I don't want it to show when looking at the candle. Now I pressed it on really hard at first, but for this part I'm just making sure it's lined up, and then I'm going to press it as firmly as I can. Now, I ended up not being fully confident that this Velcro was going to hold up long term through the holidays. Eventually, I did end up going and tying some green twine around the top and bottom, which actually ended up looking very pretty and to give support to the Velcro. Now, this Lazy Susan, I had painted a cranberry red, and I glued it on top of an upside-down camping plate, believe it or not. It was from Coleman's. They come in a package of 4 at Walmart. And I'm using this as a platform. I was getting rid of some camping stuff that I don't use anymore, and I figured this would be a great way to use these plates up instead of trying to donate them. I made a couple of Lazy Susans like this. And I'm going to go back eventually and put little magnets on the bottom of these figurines and these trees. And I'm going to shred some cotton balls and cut them up a little bit to just put some fake snow. So eventually I put a non-color changing candle, and I really liked it. I also went back and decorated the trees with some gemstones and bells and put some ribbon on them. Now for this next set of candles, I'm using the rest of the chopping block, and I'm lining it on graph paper to get the stickers even and lined correctly. Here I'm putting a lot of trees to make one big tree. You see that I have one with snowflakes, one with snowmen. Everybody has to be on best behavior. Now, spray paint doesn't normally take to the glitter stickers, the foam stickers very well. So I'm going to leave some of the stickers on there for a really cool effect later. Now here, I'm just showing how eventually I'm going to tie these candles together. I'm using some jute string, and I had punched holes on both sides, and I'm just threading it together. If you want the needle to go in and out of the same side, then cut an even number of holes. In this case, I wanted to just tie it in a knot at the top and then wrap it around the bottom, so I did an odd number of holes. And this is just for demonstration purposes here while the paint dries. There's a variety of different ways you can do this. I didn't use Velcro for this part because the candles are way too small and too tight and will likely spring open with Velcro for sure. So here's how they turned out. The one with the snowflakes, unfortunately my cat got a hold of it and burned it. But the others turned out real well. Now for the second candle making project, I'm just using some old ornament packaging, and I had Mod Podge, this really pretty tissue paper over it. I used a variety of thickness for the different candles to have different effects. Later on in future YouTube videos, I'll show how to Mod Podge to surfaces like this and to have more or less creases depending on your taste. Some I wanted it to be a little crinkly looking, others I wanted it to be more smooth. But for the sake of time and the Christmas deadline, I'm just gonna keep it really simple, and there's plenty of YouTube videos out there where you can look at how to Mod Podge or decoupage certain surfaces. Now, if you want the candle to be higher inside the candle holder, you can use like a priority shot glass to add a little bit of a platform. And notice I deliberately cut some tops of the candle holders wavy instead of straight. There's the little reindeer. I left the stickers on there. This is the surface I wanted more smooth and less crinkly. So I really like the way all of these turned out. And if you did too, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.